Hello, YouTube friends and family. How are you today? I have some new Dollar Tree discoveries, tips, and tricks up in this video. So stick around for the full video. I only spent under $30. I want to say it was 26, 29 bucks. Everything I bought was still $1.25. Apparently, I watched somebody I guess they're in the Carolinas, and they were showing that prices were $1.50 here for this and that and the other in the food sections. And I didn't experience that, but then I got home, thought about it, and figured out why. It's taken a while for them to actually go in and make the changes in each of these stores. So, if you find an old store or a store that has not been reset yet. So this particular store I went in, if you're in Jacksonville, it's the one on the Lenox Avenue in the old Goodwill building. They are not reset. Their foil pans are still labeled $1.25 on that shelf. I didn't buy any because I didn't need any to test it out, but I think their foil pans are still $1.25 up in there, because they are in there rearranging the store. This store's so nasty. It was a half-eaten apple on the shelf. That's this kind of store, okay? Just sitting on the shelf, half-eaten apple. I'm sure an employee passed it 4 or 5 times. I passed it. I wasn't touching that apple. It's been in somebody's mouth. But yeah, it's that kind of store. So you can still find a store with, most of the merchandise, old Dollar Tree style, $1.25. So if you need things, you better get to that kind of store and go ahead and stock up on the things you buy on a regular, because that quarter can add up quickly. Just like the first quarter, the second, third, and fourth quarter gonna add up big time. So we just gotta roll with the punches. We in the United States are used to having instant, living this Jetsons lifestyle. I still can't fathom why people are still having it. If you getting your groceries delivered, you better not ever have a complaint. If you are getting food delivered, you better not ever have a complaint. Sorry to the door dashers and all of this, but y'all need to find y'all a real job before it ain't no more. It's just like, it's too much going on. And if you are from the 70s and watched the Jetsons, a lot of this they knew this was happening. They knew it was coming to be. They showed it to us 30, 40 years ago. So it's not like this is not by design. So you just need to be ready and realize what's going on, because this is by design. And they will be controlling us with food. So if your pantry is not stocked with a month worth of food, non-perishable food, you will be at the mercy. And some bullets to keep people from taking your food. If you're not learning basic skills, some basic skills, then you are going to be in so much trouble. These kids are so stupid, including my own. I mean, he brilliant. Almost 3.7 at IB school. Smart, can handle that. But I say, do this. Well, how? You never taught me how. Figure it out. You got to learn how to figure out stuff for yourself, dude. I was so stressed this weekend. I say, go on and put the wood up. You start to put it up all sloppy. Dude, it's time for you to get a job. You need to learn how to work. For real. Not half doing stuff. And that's where it goes again. People on jobs half doing something. And we'll be the main one complaining, but then we go back on our own jobs and half do something for the next person. So it's just like we need a reset all over again as a whole people. All this stuff we buying, we don't need it. Tarriffs, forget the tariffs. That junk is already over here. I go to salvage stores and pretty much get everything I want, which means it's not being bought at the regular store. They're selling it to the salvage store and it's just sitting there until when? This stuff is already here. Enough of it is already here for everybody. Get out, learn how to grow some food, because you don't know what they producing, what they feeding you, how they producing it. Get out here and grow some food. Grow some food. Learn a basic skill. Learn how to make some bread. Write down 5 basic skills, and instead of going out, spending money you don't have, sit home, focus on learning those 5 basic skills for a minute, just so you have them. I need to go practice my pew skills. So that's going to cost me a little bit, but that might be something to spend money other than a vacation out the country. Look, go to that gun range, get you some practice. Go here. I mean, you got to have basic skills in this world that they no longer teach. There's no more, if you're from my era, DCT, going to work half the day in your senior year and earning your own money. BCE, going to work half the day in the business world. Even back in the 68, in the 60s, they used to have that, where they actually sent you to Bell South to find a job, and the people end up retiring from Bell South. NAS Jacks, go find a job, and you end up retiring or joining the military or doing whatever and working for the rest of your life. What was wrong with that concept? So you work for 30 years, you pay off your home. What was wrong with that formula? Where did we get away from that? You raise your kids, not hatch your kids. When did we get away from this? Home economics. Learning how to cook a meal. I was cooking whole meals at 7 years old. Whole freaking breakfast at the very least at 7. Whole meals by 10. Okay? Grits popping, burns. Still got the battle scars from getting popped with hot grits. From learning how to cook grits. Where is this gone? And it's not, we've advanced and we still need to know how to cook a meal. We still, back in the last recession in the early 2000s, you got people standing in the stove asking, what is a pork chop? What's that right there? And how you cook it? What happened? And this ain't new. This is not new at all. It's time to change. But I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm just frustrated. With the now. We've had 2 bridge jumpers in the last week because they can't cope with what's going on right now. We have lost basic skills, coping, dealing with life. Not expecting life to go your way all the time, every minute, every moment, and being able to live beyond that. Today, tomorrow, the next day. It's out of control. And I promise you it got to get better. It got to get better. I want all of y'all have a sit down with y'all kids. Talk to them. Ask them how they feeling. How would they feel if? How would they handle certain situations? Because, common sense can't be taught. But gosh, we got to start leading them to think in the common sense direction. Because, whoa, this is scary. And when you really take the time, sit down, get out the stove, buying this, that, and other that you don't need, which I do the same thing. I'm guilty. But I'm having self-talks with myself. I hadn't been to the Dollar. I go to Dollar Tree once a week for this. This is why I go. And every now and then, I might see something on the scroll and I'll be like, let me go look for that. But again, once a week. And that be kind of in the back of my mind to look for that. But now it's like, maybe we won't be at the Dollar Tree like we used to be at the Dollar Tree. Maybe we need to go through what we got and use that before we go back to the Dollar Tree. No matter what's out there that's brand new. Look, I'm a Dollar Tree lover too, but sometimes you got to give up something you love to just be grounded and just sit in what's going on and think about your next move because of what's going on. So I just want all of y'all to keep that in mind. Do I have time for a Dollar Tree? Do I have time for the actual stuff right now? I just had to say that. I had to get it off my chest because I see the news going this way, the news going that way to have you confused. We've been prepping since 2019. Another thing, it's still people out there. If a canned good expired last week, they throwing it in the trash. Stop it. Stop it. Because that's crazy. Canned good for 10 years. Look at on The Walking Dead. They eat 15-year-old canned goods. If they open and they still wet inside, they eating that food. So y'all better stop it. Okay? But I did find one of my items that I do like. I don't know. Maybe I'll just, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the haul. It's going to be about 30 minutes, but I'm going to do the haul. Anyway, so y'all sit here for this whole 30 minutes. Get off my soapbox and get to the haul. So, they had these. Oh my gosh. Mexican street corn. I'm excited to try them. I'm going to eat 2 and get the rest of cameraman. Eat 3 or 4 and taste them. Okay? Me and him will split the bag. Okay, so this is new and nice. Ricola. Again, prepping, stocking up. Stocking up. What manufacturer? This come out of Switzerland. Did Switzerland get a tariff? I don't know. But we throwing this in the preps. Cough drops. Don't go bad until they get mushy and too sticky to eat. Okay? Too sticky to open. It's not safe to eat. Too sticky to even open. Other than that, use them cough drops. I've been looking for these Energy Support Halls cough drops. I finally found them. I got 2. So when I find the things I want, I'm adding it to my preps. I'm adding it to my stockpile. So that, boom, you have it. Non-perishable. Lights go out, boom. You got something to work with. Hurricane season is coming. Stock your non-perishables. Don't look crazy when the lights go out for 2 days and there's nothing in your house. Come on now. Let's think. Let's think and prepare for whatever is to come. Because now this stuff coming for real. It's been coming for real. And everybody acting like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Keep living. Keep living and figure it out. That's what you do. Okay. Then we got the Hall's Defense. Immune system. So these are not cough drops. They're just diet supplement drops. Assorted citrus flavors. So I did get 2 of those. Popcorn. You pop this outside in a pop with a lid. Pop this outdoors if you have to. But I keep this now. We're getting away from the microwave popcorn. And I have an air popper that you can get from the Dollar General for like, I bought them for $7. I bought one for $7. But when they go buy one, get one free. But keep this in your pantry. I really probably should have bought 2 of these. But I did just buy 2 packs, bigger packs, so we might be okay. Great snack, quick snack, done in 3 minutes, 4 minutes. 1 dish, 1 pie. Okay? So this is something new. And I bought the cookies and cream, but they do have other versions of it. Let's go in the cameraman's Easter basket. But cookies and cream, mini waffle cones. He likes Oreos, so he you know, he's into that flavor profile. And I bought another word search. Don't know if this is the one I bought before, but I did get another word search. And they're, you know, short, easy. I sit at my desk while I'm working and may do these between phone calls or if somebody puts me on hold just to keep my mind moving. Again, I'm supposed to be working. But again, I'm still sitting there working. Oh, shoot, something is leaking. Okay, new soft soap, Juicy Peach. Again, remember pandemic? Remember no soap? You should always have soap in your pantry. I have bar soap. Bar soap takes 20 years to go bad. So get you some bar soap. So you always got soap. Get you some body wash. This is something you use every day. You should have 3 months worth if you use it every day. Then the refills. This is a decent value, 32 ounces. So this will feel like if you have 2 or 3 to fill in your house on a monthly basis, this might cover what you need to fill in a month. Something is a little bit leaky. But it's soap, so I don't mind. And then I did grab one more of these for the go bags. The go bags. And I do have a go bag video. If you want to search that, I might be able to link it. It's depending on if I get my laptop on before I release this video. This, something new. This is Blueberry White Tea by Arizona. It is actually 34 ounces. So I saw only in my dreams haul list. And, yep, I had to grab it. This is a refrigerated item. Vita Coco pressed coconut water. You talking about hydrating? Coconut is a big thing to drink to hydrate you, as long as you're not allergic. But I said, let me put this in the drink fridge for when I come out the yard. Because after I film this, I'm going to that yard to dump some of that $2 mulch from Lowe's and get my yard up to par. I definitely am. I finally found this and it was not all like nasty, like a leaky bottle was in the box. So because I've seen it twice now, but this time the bottles were actually clean and able to be dealt with. So cameraman might like this with his little chicken tenders or whatever. So I did grab one of those. They brought these back out. They bought these, so I grabbed 2 of them. They're good till September of 2026, and the ingredient is honey. That's it. That's all. Just honey. This is good for your little tea station. And I've been drinking a lot of teas lately. Trying to slow down on the coffee a little bit, but definitely get some coffee in your stockpile in all forms. Roasted red pepper strips from McTraders. Roasted red pepper strips, and it looks like there's a clove of garlic in the bottom. And this looks good. I probably should have bought more of these. But this is a good addition to recipes and salads and things like that. And I just paid $2.12 at Walmart for, it might have been a little bit bigger container, but normally you don't need that much when you're using it for a recipe. So here, still one. These hadn't been in there in a while. I was so happy to see these. Gluten-free, non-GMO, good to June 23rd, 2025 veggie straws. So I was so happy to see these in the Dollar Tree again. It is 2.75 ounces. Good snack for 2. It says 3 servings. Child, I eat this by myself. But I was happy to see this again. It is back at the Dollar Tree. Boom, boom. Plenty of good treats and snacks. Mainly, I'm not going there to feed my family, but treats and snacks, yes. Just enough that we don't get tired of them and at the right price. So we have the 6 bags of pretzels. These are good to keep in your car, in your little purse. For if you have small kids that might get hungry, boom. Hush, eat this, okay? And stay out them drive-thrus, okay? whole drive-throughs, they gonna be the first to go. Cause people need to learn how to cook, and I think they doing that. And every meal you eat does not have to be a 30-ingredient TikTok recipe or Instagram recipe. We need to go back to the basics. Roasted meat, seared meat, starch, and a vegetable, period. So some rice, cheap. Two cans of string beans, cheap. And a piece of meat. You feed your family for what, about $3 a serving. Okay? $3 a person, $2 a person, and going on about your business. Everybody go to bed full. What they used to say? Oh my God, a full stomach is a full stomach. That's what we was told. That's what we was told. So then we have the strawberry crisp. Whether this is a good value, I'm not sure. This is one serving of strawberries. It is only 0.6 ounces, but it is just strawberries and sugar on the ingredient list. And it does say gluten-free, no preservatives, natural, and vegan friendly. So vegan snacks are at the Dollar Tree. For those who say, I ain't eating now, that's the Dollar Tree. You better go where you can go to get what you need to get. So then we have a turntable. Probably already had one of these, $1.25. I think these come from back in Bed Bath & Beyond days. And they got a lot of their stock to relabel. And this was the last thing, pasta zing. Cameraman does not eat pasta. Or if you want to make a quick, that spaghetti salad. If you want to make that spaghetti salad real quick, just enough for maybe 2-3 people. It says 2 servings in here. But once you add all those vegetables, you could probably get a good 3 servings off of this. That spaghetti salad with the Italian dressing. That's the truth. Now I'm wishing out about more. And you don't want to go through boiling the noodles and all that. You just pick the pepper from out of the garden, pick some onions, open up a can of olives or whatever else go in that salad. You can make it in, 5 minutes and be done. Take 10 to boil some spaghetti. So that is it. That is all quick little Dollar Tree haul with the new items from this week. I'm sure this is cheaper, maybe 98 cents at Walmart. So be on the lookout for this at Walmart if it's 98 cents. But I was at the Dollar Tree, so I spent the extra. But this is a very good value. Stick to this. Soap is soap. Soap is soap is soap is soap. That's all I got to say about that. As always, prep and pray. Don't let the world get you down. Don't let whatever else is going on get you down. Do what you need to do. Focus on making your life right. Okay? Prep and pray. And plant a seed, plant a seed, plant a seed. I love you to life. Have a wonderful day.